Good
Yes.
morning. We're live. Good morning. So we have a beautiful banner here. We're coming from Healthcare Heroes. So, the business, everybody's doing great, which is great. Accountability partners. And when you find people who will help you get motivated, get educated, get inspired to move your needle from the very beginning to where you are comfortable. So, a lot of our accountability partners are doing great. They're on vacation. Lydia, she's in Paris. So, today we have these healthcare heroes, the nurses that has been here for quite a while. Maria's retired, Tess is retired. I'm in my above midlife crisis now, midlife, and so we have a lot of looking back. Today it's going to be storytelling, and as you know, as online business owner, we're here to share with you an online business, but also we're here to maybe inspire you today, give you an insight of how life has been as a business owner. Because given a fact at our age, we too feel that success leaves footprints. Failures leaves lessons. Both create, a path to who we are becoming still at our age. So I thank you, Maria, for being here. Professor Tess, thank you very much. Nurse Tess, and to Luisita. I'm an immigrant from the Philippines. I grew up in the Philippines, came here when I was 22, 23. So through life, ups and down here in the United States, I've learned a lot. So I want to share with you the journey, the wins, and the lessons. And Maria and Tess is also going to share that. So I want to turn it in to Maria. Thank you for being here. We'll go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning in side of the world. Good morning, good evening, or good night, whichever part of the world you are tuning in. Welcome to our live podcast this morning. It's a very, very inspiring topic. So stay tuned. My name is Maria Santos. I am from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, originally from Bicol, Philippines. An immigrant before, and now I become a nurse educator and retired, a full-time digital business owner. It's amazing journey that we're gonna share to you. What is that journey? Is to you, Tess.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone from Vancouver, Canada. My name is Tess, and thank you so much for joining us again this morning. To those of you who are with us right now, thank you so much. We hope to inspire you again today. And back to you, Pinky.
Yes, thank you so much. So, since this is looking back in our journey in life that led us to finally winding down with this online business, we want to share with you facts. So, today's storytelling of where this is going to be a rapid question. So, let me have Tess. Um, there's going to be three questions that you're gonna answer for the audience. It says, looking back, how has the journey been for you? And not just as a nurse, not just as a very giving person, and also a business owner. How has the journey been for you?
This journey has been great. Now that I am not working, I can only appreciate it. Um, Before I was a person who wouldn't want to show my face in public, like just like this. If I remember, before my Facebook was there, but you don't see my face. And, because this business calls for me, to put myself, the truth of me and the truth of this business. That is why you see me right now. And, it's been great. There had been times that, if I needed to show my face online, I wouldn't want to join. But then, this is a business. And I joined this for me to change the way I look at life. And so I had to follow what this business calls. And today I am just very thankful how this business has made me the person I am supposed to become. And it's been great.
Thank you, Tess. Two more questions. So, uh,
Okay.
what were the biggest challenges you faced? Being an immigrant, being a nurse, being a giver, and also being an online business owner.
Being an immigrant, I had lots of challenges. Because when I came to Canada, I was not able to practice my profession then. And then when, I went to, inquire about my standing in Canada, I was told to go back to school because I graduated then for so many, many years. And with the scope of my practice, I was only, my experience was only in chemistry and never in other parts of my profession. And so I said to myself, I don't want to go back to school anymore to learn the same thing. I have to learn another thing anyways if I have to go back to school. And so I did, and it was a challenge too because I was nothing was coming in. I was spending the money, and when I finished my nursing, it was easy for me to get a job. And I was helping my family as well back home too, so it was hard. But as a person who really wants to improve life and improve the lives of my family as well, I had to do everything it takes, to become what I was aspiring to be. And here I was, again when you know um, retirement came. I didn't have any savings too because I was helping my family. I thought then that two jobs would make me, comfortable in my retirement, but it didn't because, the pandemic hit and I lost one of my jobs. So I had only to maintain one, and I had to go back on my days off as well to have more money. And it was very tiring physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so um, I said to myself, I need to find something else. And this business came, but this is something that I didn't have any experience. So I keep postponing everything, everything, everything. And came a time I woke up one day, and I said to myself, I really, really, really need to start something now because time is not waiting. you know Retirement is just here. And if it's there, I can say I don't want to retire. I cannot say that because then the college will not renew my license anymore. So I am glad that I decided because now
Will
that
not renew my license anymore. So, sorry.
because now that I am retired, I am not stagnant at home. I still have something to do. I'm still helping others who also wants to top up their pension as well. And yeah, I think that's all I can say. What?
Question, Ate. Did you ever think about giving up on this business?
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And who wouldn't? It's been a great challenge. Taking care, I was just used to taking care of my patients and not showing my face online. And there have been times that, you know, people's people's comments online are not very good as well. And this was that was a big challenge for me as well. You can just imagine, you know people are just, they don't have anything to comment, and they just put the two-letter word, which is not very pleasing. And you know these are my challenges, although now that I am strong in showing my face online, I get all these comments. But I have learned to challenge myself, to just take this as a challenge for me to keep going, that these comments are not meant me to stop me from doing what I do. And yeah.
Cute, Tess. I wish I could talk to you more. It's a lot of learning when you hear people how they navigated with life. And thank you for sharing that story. Now, I wish I could ask all those 8 questions because I want to see it in your perspective of life, but we don't, we only have so many, half an hour. But so, Professor Maria, there is a question here. First, um, the question will be, wait 1 second. Question will be, what lesson in your life changed your perspective on life? Through the course of the year, being a nurse, being a mom, being a business owner, being a human being. What are the lessons that change your perspective in life?
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Coach, for the questions. I had been telling my story since I was a kid. I grew up from a very, very poor environment, almost nothing to eat 3 times a day. And I said to myself, this is not the end of it. I have to do something. I have to do something to make our life, not my life, our life better. There were challenges. That challenge is my teachers as I journey this life from being a kid up to becoming a digital business owner. I tried everything. I babysat in my young age. I washed other clothes. I cleaned some other house way back in the Philippines just to survive and go to school. So, you know what? If you work hard and you have a dream and you take action, that happens. No matter how hard it was, I did that to serve people at my young age, right? So, a long story short, right? I go to nursing school. My parents didn't have enough money to support my study. I again do what I have to do. I help other people. I do what other people who are poor who wants to reach their dream, to the point that I become a servant, I become like this. I don't mind. And I'm not ashamed to share this story because a story is always a teacher to me, right? It teaches me that experience bring me back to where I am, give me that determination to work harder, to aspire for more, because I believe that lack of financial lack of money is not a hindrance to make you who you want to be. It's not. It is not. I am a living proof of that. I become a nurse because I work hard. I study hard and serve people. Serve people in a way to get money. Get money. That's how I become a nurse. It's not easy. Even to the food that we eat in our dormitory, we just, it's too hard to say that, we just eat what we can find at the back of our landlord's garden. Right? That's how I grow up. That's how I finished my study. That's how I tried to become a nurse. And then come the point that, oh, there should be something more out there that I dream of working abroad. I didn't know that it's easy for me. To be honest, I don't speak good English. Even to this time, I don't speak good English. But you know what? I have that strong determination that I have to make it. I gonna make it no matter what. Financial difficulties, no matter what, that I don't speak straight English, I gonna make it. So I was able to get a job, first job as a nurse in Saudi Arabia for so many years. We were the first batches of nurses that was in Saudi Arabia in 1979 under Ministry of Health. Long time there. And then I was given a chance to come here in Edmonton, Alberta. And you know what? It is kind of hard because I was married at my young age. I have kids and things like that. I never had the chance to be with my children. I only have that time to be with them when my daughter, youngest daughter, was 15 years old. You know how hard it is, right? 15 years. 15 years, I never had a chance to watch them grow. But that it stopped me? No. I have a hope and a desire, and I pray that one day we will be together. And it happened 2006 when I came here in Canada. I sponsored my children. That was a challenge again. I have to work day shift, evening shift, and sleep shift. A lot of challenge. But you know what? When I look back with those challenges, that pushed me to go forward. There is way lots things ahead of me. It's up to a person who, what do you want in life? You want to stop? You want to pause, which is acceptable, but no, I didn't. I keep going, no matter how hard it was. I keep going until the time that my children move out. They are all good. Move out, and I realize I don't have savings for my retirement. All the way out. And that's the time that I found this business. In my newsfeed, there was an invitation to watch the webinar. I watched the webinar. Though I was skeptical, just like Tess said, that I don't have a Facebook page. I don't know. That Facebook exist. No, all I have to do is work. You know what? Struggle life and things like that. But you know what? It's an amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm thanking myself. I'm giving myself a pat on the back that I am happy that I joined this business. And I am in the business right now. Back to you, Sis Pinky.
Thank you. I learned something over and over from Maria. So there is a question here. If you speak to your younger self, what would you say, Professor?
If I speak to my younger self, you know what? When it comes to this business, I wish we knew this business when I was on my 30s, 40s, even 50, even 60, right? Not 60 plus or something. You know why? Because you will enjoy more the fruit of your labor. And you have the time to really explore the business. That's why when people comes to me, what is this business is all about? It is an attraction marketing, and it is the best time to start when you're young, 18 years old. Can you believe that? At 23 years old in our community, joined the business, and at 24, she retired. Hey, what can you say about that? That is the best thing that I wish I did when I was younger. I know there are lots of people that are skeptical, lots of question, lots of fear, lots of doubt. You know what? Those things won't help you. All you have to do is try it. You got nothing to lose, nothing to lose, nothing to lose. So just try. Back to you, Coach.
Last question, Professor. What advice would you give someone who is just beginning their journey in life,
Yes,
in
we,
general, as a nurse, as
yeah,
whoever is young?
yeah. Thank you so much for that. If you grow up in poverty, that's not the end of the world. There's a way out in everything, but it's up to you to do something. Find something just like what I did in my young age. I wash other people clothes. I do everything physically just to get out of that situation. When I said I was in the university, I do the same thing. It was hard. It was demeaning in my part, knowing that you are from the University of Northeastern Philippines. You are doing this job on the side just to go to school. Being a business owner, now we are talking about business. We are in the business. You know what? There is no perfect time to start. As I said, now is the time to take action. It is hard. It is not a bed of roses. You will have lots of struggles, especially just like me. I was not a tech savvy and I still struggles now with that technology. But does it stop me from doing what I am, from doing what I am aspiring towards my financial freedom in time flexibility, building a legacy for my family? And you are young. You have a job. We don't say that you quit a job. No, there's nothing like that. You can make this as your side hustle. Make it as a side hustle. There come a time because there is a learning process. That learning will motivate you to grow more, once more. And you know what? This is an amazing legit business that changed my life. And 284,000 people globally. What are you waiting for? This chance is a lifetime, a chance of a lifetime that can change your life. Trust me, you will spend time with your children and watch them grow. You will travel just like me. You know what? I am retired. I am just going back and forth in the Philippines, Canada. I never thought that this will happen. But it happens because I work and I never stop, even though there was struggle, even though I was tired, even though I was demeaned because I'm doing physical job, doing laundry for other people. Who gave who cares for that, right? Who cares for that? Poverty is not a crime. Poverty is not a crime, and no one born to be in that poverty the rest of their life. But it's up to you to take action as well as this business. Take action and learn and connect to each and every one of us. Back to you, Coach.
Oh, I could listen over and over and over. Thank you for the insight. It makes me feel like I want to cocoon and have no questions to answer. But anyways, so mine will be there will be one final question that all of us will answer, the three of us. But today I will zone in on this. First of all, I what are you most grateful for today? So I will take that in because uh, I have just being here, the three of us. Initially, it was gonna be me and Tess, and I'm grateful. That we come live to you, that we offer to you this opportunity, that we're able to share with you the events of our life. Thinking back, I don't think we would even share this personal struggle in front of social media. But every time I feel grateful about life in itself and how it brought me from an immigrant, so many hardship and wins and lost and a purpose. Um, I want to be grateful for just being here and being able to share this business. I'm grateful for the journey that life has brought me finally to a place like this As a nurse, I'm grateful all over. That's all I have, my faith and gratitude, because that's what's keeping me going. But I'm grateful for just being here to be able to share with you this online business, to be able to share with you this beautiful Healthcare Heroes podcast and our everyday businesses, to share with you an opportunity to put a solution into the problem that we have encountered in the past. So we're trying to give you a solution that is really credible, legitimate, that we wish we knew decades ago, but we didn't have a choice. We were so laser focused into surviving. So today I'm grateful to share this with you. One more question. Uh, Two more question. It's unfair just to say. Okay. All right. How have your failures shaped your success? I think when you are gifted with the opportunity to grow, if we stayed in our comfort zone in the Philippines, I don't think we would be the person we are today. If my father has not died, I don't think I'll be the person I am today. I will probably be like the rest of my other um, friends. A lot of them did great successes, but I kid you not, the failure shaped us to who we are today. As I shared yesterday, my story, how hard it was to just be an immigrant in the United States, to be able to experience failures of losing a job, finding a job, giving up a job, finding a job, getting an H1 visa, having a family, being able to survive, how it's like to feed my own family, to have money for gas, money for rent, to be able to move from one place to the next so we can actually survive here in the United States, to be able to lose the opportunity to forget about the noise and focus on how am I going to survive? How are we going to feed ourselves? How are we going to sustain being here in the States, one of the most expensive countries in the world, but the country that will give the dreams. Canada, I have family in Canada, the country that will give our dreams, a chance to become real. So my failure shaped me to who I am, and I'm grateful. As I've said, give me failures, give me all these challenges, and that rises above, with faith and gratitude, that I will be able to rise again, because I knew how it's like to be nothing, to be able to have something, and then it doesn't scare me at all to face failure anymore, because it was like a punching bag. You already punched several times. Why give up? Why give up? Why give up? So failures led me to be a stronger person and to look at the positive of life, because they do pass. Every single failure passes. You don't get stuck. So for those who are looking at this online business, if you are down and feeling so distraught, that passes. You just have to open your eyes and open the parachute of your mind that there's opportunity like this that we share every single day. Last question. What are you grateful? Did I answer that earlier? One more. Um, Ate Maria did that. Okay. What do you have any regrets? I'll bundle on this with Ate. What did that teach you? My regret is also, as Ate Maria and Ate Tess says, I wished I knew about something. I wish I was more open minded to opportunity and being able to embrace discomfort. Like this online business is not at all that easy. It takes time. If any one of you feels that wealth happens overnight, it doesn't. And wealth doesn't stay on you if you don't sustain it. And life, health, mind, body, heart, and soul has to be nurtured every day. So my regret is, I think I focus on one, survival. The next is I have these goals that has to be done just for my family. And then number three is that the rest of the world doesn't seem to exist when you're trying to survive. So, what taught me is the, as I've said, the goals can be bundled with a lot some discomfort. So you don't have to worry in your 50s if you have enough retirement. You can look around and find ways to earn more money at the very beginning, at your 20s. Do it now. What else did it teach me? That there is community, that you just don't focus on your own family and yourself, because when you get old and you just focus on yourself, it will be hard to catch up because you lost time to be in a community with family, and you become a hermit in some point or the other, and that will preclude you from being out there, not too much out there, but just a little. Do socializing, do a little bit of fun things, do a little bit of bucket list, because the time you cannot buy. And the last one is that it taught me to be more resilient, to that I'm not the, like Tess and Maria, they have better things than me. I'm learning. So I'm not the only one that is better. I'm not the only one that is worse. I'm not the only one failing. I'm not the only one winning. I'm not the only one who has a journey. Everyone has a journey. So don't be too sensitive, because you're not at all different. You just have to look out and for each other, and then rise up. So that's my other question. But let's share this as we share our business also, and in leeway of I mean in a gratitude for the journey that we had. I want to bundle this thing. Everybody at the test, please. What are your greatest win, personally, professionally, and spiritually? And share with us why we even come here every day, right?
Thanks again. What are my greatest wins? Every day is a win. Only if you are prepared to get into the battle. And personally, I have grown a lot. I thought then I was already grown before I came into this business. But there are so many things that I needed to adapt to myself in order for me to really know who the person I can ever become. And I have learned to get out of my comfort zone. Comfort zone, as per se, is, I was able to really get out from things that I was routinely doing, that I was used to. And, what do I say? Embrace changes that comes along. And professionally, I think that I am able to deal with people more. I mean, in at the bedside in nursing, we deal with lots of behaviors, but this is something different. And spiritually, I have grown, a lot. And really, I have really, really, um, seen how God moves in our lives. If we deal our lives in faith, and knowing that we have a God who doesn't want to destroy us but to prosper us, that we have a God who walks before us only if we see his direction. And that's all I can say. Thank you.
That is beautifully said. So this one goes to Ate Maria. You're
Thank
retired.
you.
You travel
Yeah.
in the Philippines 6 months. You come to Canada 6 months. What does your next chapter look like, Ate?
Okay. As a digital business owner, okay, digital business owner, I want to help more people. Those nurses, immigrants of all walks of life, I want to let them know that there is an amazing business that can change your life right now. You don't need to work three jobs just like me. Day shift, evening shift, and night shift. No, there is a way on how to work smarter and not harder. My next chapter in life, which I am doing right now, is first, now I'm doing building a legacy. I am retired, right? I am we are calling this, we are counting our days, but counting in our days that we have to strive more for our generation to
Yeah.
generation, that when time comes, because life is a journey, right? We are born to so I wanna leave that legacy to my family, especially to my grandchildren, that they will remember grandma did this for us. Kudo to grandma. For now, that I can still walk, that I can still do this business, drive this business, and I will not stop. I will keep every day in my life, I am inspired of learning more, do more, connect more, and grow more. Right? Now we are traveling back and forth to Philippines, and we can travel anywhere I want, because I'm my own boss in this business. I control my time. I'm not employed by anybody except by Maria M. Santos. And you know what? This coming November, we're going back to Philippines again. Explore island to island, cities to city in the Philippines. Maybe we are going to Japan this time and explore Japan. And you know what? Amazing, 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 that I never expect that I can experience this life right now, being a digital business owner. An amazing journey, amazing opportunity, amazing learning and growth. Back to you, Coach.
That's wonderfully said. Since the topic today is looking back on the journey, the wins, the lesson, I want to do the last um, topic. Looking back, how has the journey been? It has been a wonderful journey. As any one of us, I always say, your journey of life is like from birth, you learn and absorb like a sponge everything that you have to learn. And every one of us has to be refined. There's no one that's going to be spared from trials, from failures, because at the end of the day, long before we were born, God knew how many hairs we have, what journey we have, what success we're going to have, what failures we're going to have, what wins are we going to have to serve the purpose He has given in our hands. So today, I can truly tell you, for those young people, midlife, uh, retirees, or those who are ready to retire, when you feel the pains, especially when you're starting an online business or you're starting any venture in your life, and you just tell yourself, wow, I have so much going on that I cannot barely put my head up. But to let you know and share with you, when I look back how the journey was, is, and it's happening in this life, it all leads to a very beautiful ending. So never give up, because you are meant to win, you're meant to succeed, and always learn from people who have done the walk. Success and failures always leave crumbs. Learn from them. Don't be stubborn. God gave us 10 fingers to check, what am I supposed to be doing? You have choices in life. So we give you a choice today through a free webinar, because this business opportunity has really changed our life. And this is one of the success cramps that we want to share with you. There will be failure, but the tenacity of all the years that you've done and carried your journey in life taught you already how to bounce back. So again, it's Luisita Ventura Carpizo. I'm a registered nurse. I share with you a webinar for anyone who resonate. You need to look at this business through a free webinar, www.pinkycarpizo.com, Maria's webinar and Tess webinar. You will be given the opportunity to take your journey of life, where you're going to have wins, you're going to have lessons, you're going to have failure. But the best part is you're definitely going to win if you ride that journey to success in life. Set on the goal. So, Maria, I want you to invite them also for your free webinar. Thank you for being here. Such an insight.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach. Right. All you have to do, you have heard lots of stories. Every life is a story. But the question is, how do you travel life, right? There are lots of challenges, There are lots of poverty. There are lots of difficulties. There are lots of pain. But there will be victory that we have to celebrate. Every wins have to be celebrated. And you know why? If you are watching right now and there is a burning desire in your heart and keep asking how I'm gonna start. Is this business is scam? Is this business is true? Yes. We are real people doing the real business, getting a real result. All you have to do is jump in because you are the only one missing in this business. My website is www.mariasantoslive.com. And if you resonate to any one of us, we are here to help and guide you. If you have a why, if you are willing to learn, do you will succeed, and if you are coachable. To you, Tess.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. You have said everything already. I don't know what else to say. So, my website is www.teresitalife.com. So, if you would like to know more about this business, anybody's website will tell you the same thing. So, it is your choice, whoever you have resonated today. Please come and check this business out. It is about time for you to wake up in your dreams and let it be real. Because, my friend, our life changes every day, and time doesn't wait for you. So today is the day for you to start something for your future, most especially if you are already, planning to go for your retirement. It is good to retire with something to do, even if you're just drinking coffee in your couch. And, you can relax, do your business, and, have a life, not just sitting in the couch and make you fat. So, my friends, I am inviting you today to just come look at the business. No pressure, just clarity. Thank you, Pinky.
Yes, that's a wonderful podcast. And I'm grateful once again, Ate Maria and Tess, for an opportunity. This might be the beginning of a new podcast, Healthcare Heroes, and we bundle, we address those who needs it the most, midlife, near retiree, and retired. So retired. You're not retired. Once you open this business, you're going to have the best times of your life. I can guarantee you that. Embrace it. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful morning. Such a great podcast. Thank you for being here. God bless
Thank you,
everybody.
thank you,
Till
thank you,
next
thank
time.
you.
Bye bye.